see me, I look like bugs. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa. I'm a dancer. You pay fees for my big show. In Ibiza for my leisure.
A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. This return makes it up to the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Sending a receiver left. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Penix working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
2nd and 8. Finds a seam down the middle. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. First down, and they go right back to him. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Back to the well again. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. One down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
They give it to him again. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Play action with Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
His first throw is an interception. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number one. And number two, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation. Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Another carry for him. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Going to the ground again on first. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score.
Let's go.
They'll run here on first down. And they'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Smith and Jigba going to motion over left. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Let's go now.
Man in motion here. Third down, it's Penix. He's on the move. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
79 Bronco. Check out.
Trying for it with Penix. He connects downfield on 4. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. They'll try and punch it in. And he's going to make it in for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Look looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 2nd and 3 now. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. They're down to their final 1 in this half. They've got first down from the 31. Plowing up the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave them enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now we're on the counter. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts make it a 1-score game before halftime. That one right down the middle. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on. Stay 19.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Now Richardson to throw. This finds Mitchell complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Caught into the hands of the rookie from Florida. 16 yards on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
And the Colts first down.
Richardson back to throw. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. They send a man in motion. Here's 2nd and 7. Finds a man right side. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
On first down, they'll run. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Short pass caught by his tight end. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Completed to his running back. Down the left sideline he goes. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Big play sets him up pretty here with 1st and goal from the 5. Now a give running right. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Just 1 yard on 1st and goal. Still 4 yards to go on 2nd.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Richardson. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Richardson now. Getting out to his left. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
And the Colts will try for 3. Out comes their field goal unit. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Returnable from the 2. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the shotgun, Penix. He's on the move. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. 1st down, ball at the 36. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Third and 4 coming up now.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready? 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Penix here from the gun. He has the 1st over the middle. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play with the score.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Here we go. set. 70 Lion.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to be brought down after running this to the 8. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here's Penix to throw. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
So here we go. The Falcons lining up for a big 2-point conversion attempt. He's throwing for it. Flush down now to his left. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Well, Brock, they wanted the 2-score lead, and they got it. And now, I think it becomes a little bit easier to defend the lead in this second half.
It does. You know you're not such in a fragile situation. You got a little bit of cushion, but that attention to detail. Defensively, you cannot step off the gas. You cannot lose focus, but you sure do love looking up at that scoreboard and seeing a 2-possession lead.
At their own 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Richardson. Throw left side, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense in the hurry up here. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Working quickly here. 1st down throw here from Richardson. Escapes the pocket. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. Setting up to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Slot man in motion left. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty.
Ready?
Throwing, Penix. Setting up the screen. Breaks through, and he might break away.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now.
Hand off to the back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
They send him left out of the slot. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That's why you often see some mix, some high-percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons lead by only 2.
On the set.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Unlock line. Unlock line. 19 tight. 19 tight. Take go.
Give now to the running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Got it. Ready?
3rd and just 2 to go.
Hop, go. Go.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to the well again. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready, go.
They give it to him again. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. Timeout Indianapolis, that's its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Roll, drop down.
Right up the gut. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. So on 4th down, they bring him out for his most important kick of this game. This from 30 yards out. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here he is to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he gets the first before stopping the clock, and even 20 seconds to go. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down, Colts. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
He'll look to throw it. Hits his running back. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Setting up to pass. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.